When you watch great matches, and an AEW great match a lot of the times is different from a WWE great match, which is also different, slightly different from a New Japan style great
Hmm.
match. I haven't watched TNA wrestling in years and years and years, so I don't know what a great match there looks like.
It would be more like a hybrid between AEW and WWE,
Uh,
probably.
So watching this John Cena and Cody Rhodes match, and as I'm watching it, it's every trick in the book to get
Hmm.
to make John Cena look like the old John Cena. It is, lots of just big moves and kickouts of big moves. But I'm also watching it and thinking, like, man, there is so much history behind John Cena, the wrestler. Like, I've seen so many of John Cena's matches, and I have enjoyed him as a character for so many years. And so there's history in that. And I'm watching Cody Rhodes, and I'm like, I like this version of Cody Rhodes a lot. So much respect for him in his work over the last several years. And I watched it thinking, if I was to rate this unbiasedly, like just watching it and going like, what's a better match? This match or name your favorite AEW match of the year? Like, just give me a match that you really love from AEW this year.
Uh, the Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay against Konosuke Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher.
Okay.
That may have been my favorite match of the year in AEW.
On the level of athleticism, on the level of
Yeah,
timing of moves, on the level of like in awe kind of moments.
and the story behind it. Just that was a big part of it for that match for me.
That match, heads and shoulders in an unbiased viewing above this match. But I like this match better for my personal taste because of my relationship with both of those guys and the story that they told on this stage with WWE production, with the John Cena theme song, with John Cena breaking the fourth wall, with like all of these different things, right? I love Kenny Omega as well. I love, I'm a fan of Will Ospreay. I wouldn't say he's one of my favorite guys. Takeshita and Kyle are obviously on the come up, and they may be in 5 years those same guys as Omega and Ospreay. So my emotional attachment to that match is a little bit less than it is a lot less
Fair
actually
enough.
than it
Fair
is
enough.
to
Fair
this.
enough.
And so while I would say that match is much better, like if you were giving a Meltzer scale than Cody and Cena, I actually like the Cody and Cena match better, almost better than any AEW match I've seen this year. And it's just because of what I like about wrestling as well as my connection to those guys.
Well, when you talk about the Meltzer scale, I mean, the 5-star scale, and in some cases we go a little bit over. For me, like that's about personal. So it's not, you're not, or I'm not, anyways, necessarily rating it the same way Dave does, even though often we're very close. It's
Like
more
I
about,
think Dave's giving this match minimum 4 3/4 stars.
okay, fair enough. And the thing is, and if you look at it, he's pretty consistent. For me, like it's funny you asked this question because I was thinking a lot about it because there was a match on Thursday, and I did see the match, Kyle Fletcher and Dustin Rhodes, that Dave gave 5 stars to. And I thought that was insane. Like I liked the match. I thought it was a great match, but 5 stars, no way. Like that's just what I thought. I gave it 4.5.
Yeah.
But I'm looking like, oh, if I compare that to Mercedes and Tony at the All In, like no way is that match better than
And
Mercedes
you know what?
and Tony.
I didn't like that match as much as everyone else did.
What, Mercedes and Tony?
Yeah.
Okay. But I mean, you can compare it to the Bucks, and you didn't like the Bucks
I
match either,
hated that match.
Okay, there you go.
No,
So
hate
whatever.
is strong. I just expected a little bit.
Everybody likes different things.
You know what? I think I'm gonna have to figure out a new rating scale for matches that Rick Knox is the referee in, because I'm automatically gonna hate it because he's not gonna do jack shit in that match, and there's gonna be no rules.
But even you can go to the main event then. But I think he gave the main event like 5.5.
I love the main event, by the way.
I gave the main event 5 stars.
Yeah.
I hated the match, but I appreciated. I loved the story of the match. I just hated some of the stuff they did in the match. But again, and then I saw a match on G1, and as my podcast partner would put it, he'll put over some random mid-card G1 match. I saw Konosuke Takeshita and Shingo Takagi, and oh my God,
Banger.
was that match
Those
great.
guys are into bangers, man.
I gave that match 5.25 stars. Like, this match was incredible.
What night was it?
It was the night 6, I think.
What did Dave give it?
4.75.
Okay.
So, and there was a match earlier in that show that he gave the same rating to that I really liked as well, but I didn't give it. I gave it like 4.5, and it was Zack Sabre Jr. and I can't remember who he was wrestling, but it doesn't matter because it's Zack, and Dave gives everybody Zack match 4.5 stars at least. Just kidding. But no, like, so I'm watching these great matches from like different companies, because then I go back to the Evolution pay-per-view and I had that 3-way as the main event, and I gave that one, I think it was either 4.75 or 5. I think it was 4.75. So you got all these great matches from the different companies, and they're all so different. And based on how you're describing the Cody Cena match, I'm sure I'm going to be in that same range as Dave. But then there's going to be people that are going to look at it and they're going to like, that's a 3-star match, with a bunch of mirrors and smoke and mirrors. But then other people are going to look at the Dustin and Kyle match and they're like, oh, well, they use blood and chairs and this and that, and you take all that away, it's like a 2-star match. And it's like, no, you got to factor everything. And you've got to factor in, like with the Dustin and Kyle match, like, oh my God, like this might be Dustin's last match that he ever has, and he's trying to defend this title. And you got Kyle Fletcher, who's willing to do anything. Like, it's a great story. And so, like, while I may criticize Dave for giving it 5, I'm not criticizing, it's his opinion, but I don't agree with it. But I gave it 4.5. So I'm just saying, it's like, go out of your way to see this match. It's a great match. It's on Collision. Like, I don't know why you put it on Collision, but that's a whole other story. But yeah, I think that it's all important. And I think no matter what show you're watching, there's probably going to be different things that are important to you. And most people aren't like us that try to watch everything. And I'm even more crazy than you, whereas I'm literally watching almost everything. But if you're a fan of WWE, you're looking for one thing. If you're a fan of AEW, you're looking for another thing. And the more they branch out and appeal to their own audiences, I think we're going to see more and more of those differences. And WWE is going to lean more towards the production and the stories, the very simple stories, but the easy to relate stories. And AEW is going to lean more into the athleticism. And that's great. They're both servicing their own fan bases. So I don't really have a problem with either one of them.
All right, that's it for Takedown, and we're gonna have to figure out if Paul is not caught up, what like how I get him to
I'll catch up, but by the next big show, I'm sure I'll be caught up. Although I will say at this point, I'm leaning towards not getting Forbidden Door. Like,
interesting.
Yeah, I didn't get it last year, so we'll see. Like, I don't see where they're going for the big matches, and I guess
a lot of it is going to probably be last minute too.
And that's a thing. And so am I going to pay $50 for stuff that was put together last minute? I don't know. Tony and Athena intrigues me, but that's it. Like, so we'll see.